Awaken, the definitive guide to transformative change.
Here is an excerpt from Chapter 13 entitled Intentions and Surrender.
So we say you can absolutely have whatever you desire. The law of attraction exists, and the abundance it suggests are yours to have in their entirety. But we suggest what you want to attract initially is more than things. You want to bring into your life and manifest a feeling of wholeness, completeness, and centeredness. These things you cannot buy, but you can attract them. We suggest a little house cleaning first. Might you get your house in order before you seek to bring in too much clutter? More distractions to address will delay work on the foundational issues at your core. We don't suggest this in a negative way, but rather as a fundamental one. We might recommend to not accumulate a lot of stuff first, or not to bypass certain initial foundational steps. It need not become complicated. Just go back to the beginning. Get back to the basics. If you deal with the first things first issue of you, then the other things will flow much more easily into your life. So let's do the work of figuring out steps towards setting up intentions which will resonate with you, and then you can move toward adding more to the bountifulness that awaits. Are there intentions that could be more fruitful for you to focus on now? Let's see. Do you intend to seek balance, understanding of self, and the clearing away of mental clutter? When you intend to seek wholeness and firm footing as you become grounded, you anchor and draw in to naturally attract those things you desire. All the while, seek to lessen the ability to unknowingly bring in something unwanted by choosing the thoughts you keep. When you halt for a time the negative flow of energy into your awareness, you open yourself up to other potential aspects in the mix. You will not be working against yourself, rather you will be working toward a direction and purpose unlike any other as you enter into the flow of life. There will not be the push-pull momentum previously in play. You will now be operating from a more simplistic perspective and will no longer be working toward manifesting one thing while attracting another. We know this sounds counterintuitive, but it is so. When you work from one perspective, but your subconscious works toward another outcome, then you are in neutral. But if you both work together in tandem, then everything moves in the same direction. You will accomplish things so much faster when all is aligned and working together. This will more readily propel you toward your heart's desire. There is an ordering that must be considered in order for you to get your intentions accomplished in the order that will produce all you seek. Ordering is key. So how do you begin in the best manner to accomplish this initial objective in the shortest amount of time? Actually, once you have these dynamics in place, you may find your wishes and desires change. What you want will grow and further evolve as you shift to see new options and their opportunities. So be open to change your mind. Expect change and engage with new momentums that develop around you. Plan on lots of moving parts. What are intentions except instruction released to universe to help in their orchestration? In other words, you're asking universe to take the reins of control and provide direction. Still the mind if you seek to know elements of the master plan, the plan you devised before stepping into this life. You may not recall it specifically as memory was relinquished, so you might experience this life more fully. Yet you know there is more to this human existence. You know there is more than others are able to see. A limited reality is all many individuals will ever embrace, recognize, or understand. You see, you are here to manifest and bring forward what was outlined before you stepped into this human form. So sometimes you just have to get out of the way to let the actual manifestation occur. As you jumped off the edge to leave the etheric realm behind and entered into this physical world where you now reside, recall, receded. All is illusion in this reality. So what you believe may not be absolutely so. You see, things may not be as they are perceived. You are not expected to remember what was initially conceived, but you may piece together things and reconnect to their components by feeling your way through this life. Connect to how choices make you feel.